Ba-ba-da-da-da.
The new trailer is out for Snow White, and if you thought that Disney was going to salvage this film after all the backlash that it received about the direction it was going in remaking the 1937 classic...
Nope, they didn't. They screwed it up even more, I believe. Boy, have I got a story to tell, and I got a pickle to pick, and that sounded so much better in my head. I'm gonna just shut up and go back to my corner and sit down. Okay, I've been quiet enough. So, my mom got her truck yesterday. Yippee, right? And she had to take my truck today to get it looked at because... Well, to get it fixed because it needed realigning. There was a part that needed to be fixed. And she got a 2010 Chevy Silverado. Very nice looking truck. White. Very nice. Very nice looking truck on the outside. She gets home, she's like, well, you know, such and such is wrong with this truck. And I'm like, okay, what's wrong with it? She's like, well, the dash lights won't turn on. I'm like, okay, well, when you get back to the house, I'll look at it. So I go outside, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I turn a switch, you know, those are supposed to turn on. They didn't turn on. So she's like, well, you know, in the morning, can you go and look, get, like, your brother, or not your brother, but your cousin that works at the mechanic shop to see if he can tell you what's going on or whatever? Like, he works at a parts store. He works at, not AutoZone, Advanced AutoZone, or Advanced, I think is where he works at. Anyway, and so I drive it to town, and I'm like, okay, well, Mom wanted you to look at this, this, and that, and I'm like, and he looks at it, and the fuse wasn't bad, which is what we figured it was, which that wasn't the case. So I asked the... Oh. Thank God I saw that coming down the street. Anyway, I'm gonna just scoot on over here and hunker down. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, so, you know, and he's like, well, so he opens the hood, or I open the hood for him, he looks at it, he's like, well, you know, fuse isn't blown, so that tells me it's something else. I'm like, okay, cool, what is it? And he's like, well, it could be like two different things. And he starts telling me about what it is. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll tell Mom what it is. So, you know, or I have him call Mom and tell her what it is, because she takes better, she doesn't like me when I give her bad news, so I was like, let somebody else do it for once, you know? And, so he gives her the, 34! Why is it always me?
Panzergranate geladen.
Nope, ain't going down that street. Ain't no way. Wish I could turn back time to the good old days where it didn't explode. 3T34s. Give me a second. I'm trying to think of the lyrics as I go here, guys. Why do they always say no? Ah, I couldn't have killed that anyway. Lovely. Okay. Anyway, we should totally smack them with a KV2, right? Anyway, so, going back to what I was talking about, before I was brutally murdered by KV1E, so, you know, so he tells her what's going on. So basically, what's going on with the dash is like, he's like, so, you know, there's a bulb, or it could be like the whole panel needs to be took out and fixed. So I'm like, okay, cool, you know, you tell her that. So he does, he calls her and he tells her. So then I go back to the house like I told her I was going to do. I get back to the house and, you know, an hour, 2 hours goes by. I don't remember how long it was. Don't ask. And I get bored. And I start talking to Mom, and I'm like, okay, cool, let me message Mom, or I call Mom, and I'm like, Mom, hey, I'm bored, and this is her truck, by the way. This is not, my truck is fine. My truck's in the shop getting work done, and she's up there because she didn't trust me to drive it because of it being so messed up and everything, which is understandable. I haven't drove over there. That makes sense, right? So anyway, so what was even that? I'm so brain farted right now, I don't even know what to say there. Anyway, there's such a huge brain fart going off right now from that. I don't even know what to nope, ain't happening. Nope, stay back. You made a grave mistake. See, now he knows that I'm on a reload time, so he knows he can push me and probably kill me because my reload time kind of sucks, so I'm gonna have to do the wiggle. But anyway, unless he's deciding to go around me, which would make more sense, I guess. Which sounds like is exactly what he's doing. I love the fact I only took his track. Gun down, so he can't take the frickin'... There we go. You can only shoot me so many times, young man. You can take that all you want. Juicy wiggle, bro. Wish I could turn back time to the good old days. He's taking like things that like aren't really that important. As long as I keep the oh, you're just pissing me off at this point. Alright, one more good. My turn. Of course. Okay, now I'm pissed. That shell should have worked. Okay, I need help. Because I can't kill him without my 50 mil, and you know what? That pissed me off. Anyway, I'm just gonna bring that back. Because I can still kill him. Anyway, anyway, so I'm like, so I'm gonna go to town, I'm gonna grab the boys something to eat, I'm gonna grab myself something to eat. So she's like, okay, cool, I'll let you know what happens. So, cause she's still waiting on the truck at this point. I'm like, cool, alright, so I'll see you then. Or I'll call you then. I'm going down the road. All of a sudden, the truck stops. You know, the cruise control's on. I got the cruise control on because I don't really drive without it because it's useful. I mean, I'm not going to use something that's useful, you know. I can drive without it, but if it's there, I'm going to use it, you know. All right, where'd that SOB go? Where did he go? He was right here. But anyway, so I'm driving down the road and then all of a sudden it's like the truck basically stops. Doesn't really like stop abruptly, but like the cruise control, the cruise control stops working. The dash stops working. I lose all of the panels and stuff. As far as that stuff working, it just completely stops working. Like everything just basically just stops working and I can't figure out why, right? So I get kind of mad about that. It pisses me off, you know. It would you too, right? You know, brand new freaking truck basically. You just got it and already crap is tearing up on it, you know? That's the kind of crap I'm dealing with. And I call my mom like, hey, this just happened. I'm on the side of the road because I'm scared to move this thing because I don't know if it's going to implode on me or not. You know, being funny, I didn't actually tell her that. Duh. But, you know, being funny, you know, is what I do. Not another one. What is it with them and always bringing out like the craziest vehicles to kill me with? By the way, I lost track of the KV-1E. Is that bad? I get the feeling he retreated, but I don't know. Like it's like one of those gut feelings that he's going to be around the corner when I poke around. You ever had one of those feelings like, oh, he's gonna be, yep, he's right back over at sea. I knew he'd be somewhere. This time, I'm killing him. I don't care what it takes, he's going to die. Oh, don't make me kill you, little one. Little one, no. Don't make me do this. Alright, well, he asked for it. Anyway, I'm now going to reverse like there's no tomorrow because I don't know where KV-1E boy is. So, you know, I'm not here. Anyway, Anyway, so here I am, you know, on the side of the road, and I'm like, hey, you know, your truck isn't working appropriately. And she's like, okay, we'll just try and drive it back to the house. I'm like, okay, how? The speedometer isn't working. She's like, just try and drive it back to the house. I'm like, okay, how? The speedometer is not working.
Enemy forces have captured a zone. Enemy forces have captured a zone.
That's right, pull right in front of the gun. That's real smart. I'm halfway expecting a KV-1E to pop around the corner behind me or in front of me at this point. But anyway, so, you know, I end up cranking the truck up. The speedometer does not work. It's all the way at 0. Here I am driving and it's still at 0. I go down this road. The speedometer's still at 0. I'm going at least 15, 20 mile an hour down this dirt road. About 10, whatever. We don't have to use exact numbers here. We exaggerate. That's what we do here. Alright, where is the KV-1E? I want to kill him. That was the whole reason I brought this thing back out, was so that I could kill him especially. Does anyone ever notice how, like, the Russian plane engines sound exactly like the tank engines? Bro, that AA gun took off so fast. I have no idea where the flip that KV-1E is at. I don't... I don't know. Anyway, But anyway, so I drive down this dirt road, even though my mom doesn't want me to. I do anyway, because, I'm not risking my life because of the fact that you don't want me driving down a dirt road, because she's talking about, don't drive down a dirt road. That's probably what messed it up to begin with. It's like, it's a truck. It's meant for dirt roads. That's what I wanted to scream at her. It's a truck. It's meant for dirt roads, mother dearest. But, I didn't yell at her. I didn't do anything. I just kind of kept my mouth shut. I just kind of rolled my eyes like, whatever. I'm not going to argue with you about it. I just kept my mouth shut. And I drove it down the dirt road, went to the road, and I drove it to the house. And the thing that pissed me off was the fact that she seemed more worried about the truck than she was about the possibility that, because of the fact that none of the lights were working, none of the turning signals were not working, guys. Like, nothing on the truck was working except for the engine and the pedals and the steering wheel. And the radio. The radio was still working when I looked. Other than that, nothing else on the freaking truck was working. Oh, and the windshield wipers worked too. But other than that, nothing. Right? Nothing. And she's more worried about the truck than she is my life. What are you gonna do? What are you going to do if somebody rear ends me, and because of the fact that your seatbelt on your driver's side does not fasten, I get flung out of the freaking windshield? You're going to be like, oh no, my truck! Freaking more worried about it. That's what pissed me off. It wasn't the fact that, her being more worried about the truck is what pissed me off. He's also a member of my Y. There goes my squad mate. Anyway, I don't know. It pisses me off. I'll be glad if she gets that fixed, though. And she called the people, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, no warranty or anything." And it's like, "Oh, great." So basically, they screwed you out of a decent truck, and then they were trying to get her to take it Monday. But here's the thing, guys. My mom goes on her cruise Sunday. So guess what? If she intends for that truck to get over there, I have to probably take it, or she has to pay for it to get towed. So most likely I'll be driving that truck and hoping that all the indicators and everything work. And I'm telling you now, they're not going to like me over there, because I'm going to tell them, I'm going to tell them very quickly that, you know, they had better get it and fix it, because that was my life on the line. That was something that could have happened to me. All right, it's bad enough when my mom is behind the steering wheel. All right, that's my mom. All right, you know, don't get me wrong. I would kill somebody if something happened to my mom because of the fact that their car was faulty. You know, I would. But, you know, my mom wasn't having the problems I was, you know. The only thing she had was the dash wasn't working. Apparently the turning signals and everything kept working for her. So that tells me right there that crap is just going worse and worse on this truck. So that tells me either some fuses are bad or electrical is very bad on that truck, which means that's a whole electrical system that needs to be worked on. Not just a little bit of tinkering here and there. Is that an A2D? I can't kill that. Oh, that one I can kill. You son of a... Oh, please tell me I can keep this in the air. Please tell me I can keep this in the air. I have mercy upon an A2D and immediately get murdered by an A2D. So from now on, if I see an A2D, I will murder it immediately. Flattery will get you nowhere. But yeah, I don't know. I just... Oh my god, here goes the dogs. You knocked over my speaker, you stupid mutt! What would you guys think if I got a mic? Like, not for the PlayStation, for my What's so funny? What's so funny about what I just said? Like, I was looking at Walmart, and they have like a $30... They have a $30 mic, so I could get a mic to sit beside my PC. And then I could get like maybe like a Bluetooth pair of headsets that I could, or like some that I could plug into it. I don't know. I don't want to do it with my PlayStation because it's easier to use these headsets. But they also have like a controller that's actually built for PC gaming that's like an Xbox controller. So I'm thinking about getting that so that we can play like games like American Truck Simulator and... My dog is scratching at the door. No. What do you want? Get in here. No, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Stop being scrawny. Come here. Oh, that's a mountain. Booger, look what you made me do. I was so focused on you, you little brat. You made me crash. You butthole. Oh. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't play with your dog while flying. Now I had to wait 6 minutes. I kicked your... Haha, luckily for me, I have another one. Did I rage last night? No, I didn't. Wait, what are you talking about last night? If you're talking about yesterday, yes, you asshole. Why do I feel like somebody's gonna be in my game? You're the one that shot me out of the freaking air! Don't start. Take this British piece of junk that can't even freaking destroy a base and run it into the nearest freaking tree I can find. Hey guys, you want to find out where how close you can get to a tree before it explodes you? I got cash, I got time, I got money, I got time, I got all the time in the world. I'm waiting on my mom to get home with the truck. Make a rap song sound so freaking cool, but yet you're like talking about your mom getting home with your truck. Oh look! Oops. Oh no, did I need that? Oh well, it doesn't matter. I don't like it. Oh no. Oh no, I'm barreling out of control. Oh well. Doesn't really upset me as much as the fact of having your own squad mate blow or put a shell into your fuselage and light you on fire, and then when you try to get home, your wing tries to quite literally ejects itself off of your plane because of the fact that your squad mate couldn't hold their freaking fire. Hope that answers your question. Thank you. Come again. I don't want to have to spend so long grinding out the American Tech tree, but I don't want to have to grab either one of these planes. The A2D is not that bad looking, and with the bomb load that it gets, I think I could probably make it work. How many planes would I have to get with America? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Dear God, we're going still. What was that? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 28 planes before I'm even close to jets. Ah! Oh. I'm sorry, did I bust your eardrums? Oh, excuse me. I like the P-63s, but I don't think I'm really gonna, like, use them. I think I'll get them, but it'll be just like the P-38s. I'll get them, but I probably won't use them. More or less, for those of you who are wondering, right now, what I'm trying to grind out is America, Russia, and Britain. I'm not really worried about any other nations as far as like anything goes. I want to get those 3 nations in jets, And then once I get those 3 nations to jets, then we'll focus on getting everyone else to jets. Because right now I feel like those 3 nations are going to be the easiest to get to when it comes to being jets. And plus, if I remember correctly, Germany is going to be a pain in the arse to try and get to. So, I mean, their jets are good when you start off, but it's just still going to be a pain in the arse, you know? F-82, I don't know. The dual P-51 Mustang, you know, no offense, but the P-51 Mustang at 4.0 isn't exactly anything to brag about. The 3.7 one isn't exactly anything to brag about either. So why would I want a dual P-51 Mustang exactly? It's like maybe double the horsepower. You know, if I want a Mustang, I'll go grab like a car. Which the funny thing is like the car Mustang was actually based off of the plane, or either it was vice versa. I can't remember. Oh, I'm watching an IL-2 and a Firefly double team what is that? A36, that's the name of it. Well, the Firefly killed it, so Firefly has 20 mils, so I'm scared of him. But that IL-2 though, you better go away. Go away from me, or I'm gonna blow you up. I love listening to like the 37 mils on the P63 go off, like it, pew, 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 like you can hear it do. It's like an autocannon, do. Look, a BF-110, I bet I can kill that. With my aiming, probably not, but we're gonna try. Okay, well I killed a BF-110, see you later, meow. Hey, I'm calling that a victory. That's an easy target though. That's a twin engine plane. That's a decent target. Now for the Firefly, that's gonna be the hard one. Why do they always bank away? Why? I lit him on fire more. I'm pretty sure I lit him on fire more. I should get credit for that, I think. Yep, enemy kill assist. Wish I could turn back time to the good old days. Why do I have that stupid song stuck in my head, you wonder? Because apparently YouTube Shorts seems to hate me. Because that's what they've been spamming at me the past, like, few days, is like that thing. The TA-152, though, is nothing but an elongated FW-190. Change my mind. I mean, look at that. That's what the FW-190 ended up looking like. This is what it started out like. I personally like the very first FW-190 you get. I think it looks nice. What does the very last Real 409 look like? Oh, you're crying, Kaiser? Don't feel bad. Oh, God. Wolfer's not home right now. Please leave a message at the tone. Beep! I am so tired. I have to go to town, or my mom's going to town, whichever one we decide on. I don't know which one she's going to do. And my mom's calling. Speaking of the devil, hold on, give me a second.
Gefechtsbereitschaft herstellen. Kraftfahrer bereit. Richtschütze bereit. Ladeschütze bereit.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Great, so taking the truck over there was a complete waste of time. Nothing got fixed. So now, while Mom's on the trip, I gotta get up extra early Wednesday morning, take the freaking truck over there. Because of the fact that freaking people up at the parts store don't know what the flip they're doing. And I'm probably gonna get shot. Yep, there it went. How did I guess, you money wonder? I'm a light tank on an open map. What do you think? My mom sat over there for 3 freaking hours for no reason. Never ever say you feel like something is watching you and you might die. Well, I just did, and I died. It hurted. How the flip is he all the way over there? Wish you could turn back time to the good old day. I hate that stupid song. I hate anybody who plays it now. That includes you, Munchkin Man. I don't know. FV 4220 or 202. That is that thing underneath the FV 4005, isn't it? Holy shnikey is right over here.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
I should probably shoot at that. And my bullet drop killed me. I love the fact that they always immediately smoke when you shoot at them. Alright, well they went that away, so that's nice. I just gotta hope that I don't die to some random shell. He has murdered anybody that has went up against him. Holy crap, what is that? And now I'm being shot from front. Alright, well, here we go. Who wants to play with the big boys? Something ricochet, and I don't see... I see you. It's not very smart to shoot at somebody you know, I'm afraid of the British people that are over on B. More than I am the thing in front of me. Which I don't know if that's smart. Nope, considering he just pierced through my front. I can't, no! I hate that map. Nope, I'm... Physically, am I okay? No. Mentally, am I okay? Nope. Will I ever be either of those things? Nope. So yeah, I have to drive, or, here's the thing, or I could drive or wait until my mom gets back on her trip or gets back from her trip and she can take it over there. I'm not waiting that long for her to get back. Just to go get a few parts put on the truck. So I gotta get up early in the morning, take the truck down there so that they can fix it, and hope and pray. I'll have to figure out from her about how early in the morning they need me down there, so that I know about what time I need to get up, so I can take it down there. She's talking about you need to avoid an interstate. Well, duh! I don't plan on driving on the interstate to get down there anyway. Back roads. Country roads take me home to the place I wanna be. Wow. Yeah, those are two bombers that I think I could engage frontally, but I don't really feel like I would win. Well, the SB2U2 has two 30 cals. The TBD1 only mounts a single 50 cal, so there's something to think about. Wow, that guy just crashed. That's nice. They both just crashed. Okay, like 3 dudes just crashed at once. That's... wow. Great playthrough right there, guys. I'm telling you. We get any better players in this game, I don't know what we're going to do. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I don't play Aviation 1.0, because you always see some of the craziest and stupidest players in the game. I'm gonna go help the KI-27 because he's gonna have a hard time killing this guy because his shots are way off. And the J-20 just dove in like an idiot, thinking that he was gonna do something, and then destroyed a flap. It looks like. I don't know what all that was about. All right, hold. I want to get real close on this. All right. I'm trying to give this KI-27 the time. Okay, this guy's a professional, I think. Alright, good job, KI-27, good job. The J-20 just burned to death. That was not very entertaining to watch. Oh, I don't like watching those names just pop out of nowhere. You know, I remember when I first started playing the game and I saw the letters B-17. Oh man, I got so excited. I thought I was like the luckiest person ever. I was like, oh, I'm gonna see a cool B-17, and I was like, yay! Only to find out, well, guess what? It wasn't the B-17 I thought it was. There I go again, trying to climb when I don't have the altitude. Alright, well, let me try and gain some speed on this guy. Where'd he go? Here he is over there. Let me go see if I can deal with the I-16 over here. The I-16 is going to be a pain in my rear end, I can tell you that now. That is a maneuverable aircraft. Oh, I hit him. That's better than I normally do. Oh, severe damage. That's good, right? Yeah, uh-huh. Considering normally I don't normally do anything to them. Whoa! Man, that A5 just about... I don't know if y'all just saw that, but that A5 just about killed me just for a kill. Like, darn, dude. I know kills are everything to you Japanese. Pearl Harbor shows that, but dear God. Also, I think they might have added a wear and tear feature to the game, because it seems like the more you use your plane now when it's damaged, like you notice the cloth? When I first got damaged, some of it was yellow, now it's all orange. Unless I get hit in the same place again, I actually think they've added a wear and tear feature to the game. That BB-1 is like the last person alive, and everybody has to go back to the airfield for something. I'm going back because my plane isn't exactly happy with me right now, considering my left wing is full of holes. Like, I don't like the fact that they don't have the bullet hole markings and stuff, but, like, it's full of holes. Also, who agrees at low tier, smaller machine guns are better? Or should I rephrase? I should rephrase that. Who agrees that at low tier, smaller and faster firing machine guns are better? I'm telling you now, I've gotten numerous a kill in, like, Russian planes, like the low-tier I-16s and stuff, because of the fact that they're fast-firing machine guns.
We are losing.
Also, I'm so chill right now that I'm not even looking at my screen directly. I'm sitting sideways looking at my screen.
Attention to the road.
It'd be nice if I had one of those like cool computer gaming setups like a lot of those YouTubers have that have like the 3 screens. That way I could transfer the screen over to the other screen. I could like be sideways and still be able to look at the screen directly without having to twist my neck.
The enemy is winning. We've got to counterattack.
I'm tired. I'm probably about to get off again. I'll get on later and play some. I think tonight, to help grind out America, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my B-17s, the 2 of them that I have, and I'm going to grind them out. Because I need to grind out America, and using jets is just, Yes, Max, what is it you want? Not right now. I'm probably about to get off for a little while, and then when I get back on later, we can do whatever, but I'm going to at least do the B-17 thing. My engine's overheating. But why? Is it not getting enough coolant at this altitude or something? Oh well, whatever, it'll do. If it don't, it'll just explode. Yeah, I'm tired and just worn out right now. Also, I wanna... Ooh, BB-1! Everybody that knows Stuka planes knows what I'm referring to there. I love the fact that the moment that he saw me start diving, he took off. I don't see him anymore. You know what? Flip this. Found you, sucker! He's running. He is not daring to come out of that airfield.
Destroy the target.
Yeah, I will as soon as he gets out of his airfield. He's airfield camping. People complain about it all the time at low tier, how they do that. But the bad thing is the BB-1 can fight me. If he heads on with me, there's a possibility he could kill me. Because he has the same type of machine guns that this thing does. It has the same fire rate too. The BB-1 is just as good as a fighter as this thing is. The only thing is it's bigger and less maneuverable. So he has to hope and pray that he can take care of me before he has to turn fight me.
Effort and victory will be ours.
That KI-27 is going to try something. Look at him, he's already turning back towards his airfield. He's going to do that with all of us. And see, the bad thing is,
I agree.
the bad thing is like I feel like one of the things that they should really add into the game is when you're the last person alive, the AA guns at the airfield should not be active. They should turn off. Because people will do this and kill an entire enemy team. Because they get sick of having to deal with the fact that people are just sitting at their spawns waiting. That poor swordfish. Now you watch, if I were to turn towards him right now, he'd come after, or he'd go right back to his airfield. I guarantee it. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let him think that he's all safe and comfortable and all that. I'm gonna let him think that he's all safe and all. Let him think that he's okay. And me and this KI-27 are gonna go after him. That's right. Waste that ammo. Waste it, boy. Because you just did the dumbest thing you could have done. You just put yourself in a spin and gave it to me. Thank you. Have a nice day. GG, guys. He did not. He was not thinking on that one. Oh, that got me research on that. But there we go. We now have the KI-27. Now, the KI-27 is one of the most useful planes that I've played, in my opinion. I'll go ahead and get that, and then we'll research the other I-16 as well. And then we'll get the rockets for you. Dear Jesus Christ. Damn, we got that one. Alright, well. Alright, so going ahead and start researching this one. Yeah, that's the one thing that ticks me off. Like, all that research doesn't go anywhere. Alright, put that there. Put that there, and then we'll work on the Gladiator next. Oh. Now, when I played, if I remember correctly, when I played China the last time, I got the A29, I got the DB3, and I also got the SB2M. And I think I might have started researching the P1Y1. But as far as fighters go, I got as far as the CW21. I played it like one time, and my stupid rear end, I could not figure out how to play it. And I thought that it was the stupidest plane I had ever played, so I was like, oh, I'm going to blame it on the plane because I can't figure out how to play this aircraft, so I stopped playing it. So I'm hoping to be able to play a little bit better since I'm a little bit more experienced in aviation now, since I've been playing aviation a lot more recently. And I'm hoping to get China at least. I really don't know where I want to get China, if I'm being honest, because China gets some really different planes, something that you don't really get a lot of. Like the CW21, that's something that you really don't get with a lot of nations. The P66 is another plane. Both of them are American aircraft that were given to them by America. The V11 and the V12, both of them are American aircraft that were given to them. That you don't get in the American tech tree. So, you know, those are cool. The Martin, you have to purchase premium in order to get access to. The A29, of course, is nothing but, if you look, this one is a down-tiered version of the B-34, but it carries the same bomb load as the one at 3.3 in the American tech tree. So in my opinion, the Chinese one is better because of that. And then of course, this is at 2.7, which I think the one in Russia is at also at 2.7. Okay, so that's no different. And of course, we all know this one is at that BR. The P1Y1, and then nothing really changes as far as I know with other stuff. Everything is basically the same. The LA-11, that's a Russian plane. The LA-9, IL-10. I think my mom's here, possibly. But anyway. You get the point. Anyway, we will play the B-17s when I get back later on. I hope everybody has a lovely day. And remember, you mess with the wolf, you get the fangs. Y'all have a good one.